Hello. Hi, Ellen. Just about lost my chart in the breeze. Hello. It's beautiful here. How is it there? It's sunny and maybe 80 degrees. Hey, Debbie. Which is like 25. Ooh, it's warm there. It is, Lisa. You must still be here. Lisa, did you get my response to your email? Because I read it and then I was like, ooh, I need to respond to that later because I can't write this minute. Yeah, it's about right, Ellen. I would say it's like about 80 Fahrenheit here today. How is everybody? How you doing? How's your weekend? Hi, Cindy. How are you? Yeah, it's very nice here, Ellen. We got a breeze. It's beautiful. For October, we could almost have snow. Good, okay. I'm sorry it took me so long, Lisa. I don't even remember what I was doing later, and I was like, oh, I never responded. So I went and searched for the answer. Oh, good. I'm glad you're having a great weekend. We're having a nice weekend so far. I mean, John's been working. Oh, Lisa said debating on purchasing one. Lisa asked about the, um, it's a cooker warmer thing for meant for food that I use for dyeing. Hi, Rebecca. And she saw it in Roxanne Richardson's video because she stopped here on her way to her brother's, and we were in my dye studio, and I was like, she said, "Ooh, Falkland, I love it," and I was like, "Do you want to dye some?" So, um, Lisa asked me what the actual product is that I use for the heating. I will say, Lisa, too, since I got it, I trip my breaker a lot there. So I think my son's an electrician. I think he's going to have to come and we're going to have to do something with that. But I have a lot on those breakers out there because of the dye studio. So I'm sure you won't have that problem. How was it, Lisa? Tell me about it. I want to hear. Because I saw that. Cindy said, finishing my big orange kitty spin. Got to get it washed. That's awesome. Did you like it, Cindy? I thought that was a fun colorway. I just heard a branch snap in the woods. So I just got back from knitting at my local yarn store and I was sitting outside. I was going to watch a movie and I'm like, I'm just going to go live for a little while first. I feel like I haven't seen all of you. Okay, I got to switch to orange and purple. Um, ah. Oh, good, Cindy. I'm glad you like it. That's one I usually recommend to people who are like new spinners because it's so nice to spin. Ellen, that's great. Lisa said it was a good festival, even with as nice as the weather was. Had a great turnout. Good. Because is this replacing the tip of the mitt or no? Tip of the mitt, is that the one they're not going to do anymore? Tina said, hey, on our way home from soccer games, I have Morse's These Lives. Missed, I bet. Took me a second, but I got there. Okay, so it's not replacing that. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so my next row is a 3-color color work row. We'll see if I can do it while I'm here with you guys. I don't know how that's going to go. But we're trying it. So is this the one that it is the last year of? Tip of the mitt is done. Okay. In Traverse City. That would be great. I can make it to that one. I'm probably only maybe a little more than 2 hours from Traverse City. My local yarn shop is currently in a yarn crawl, not crawl. I haven't been drinking. That includes a shop in Traverse City. Hey, Crystal. Fresh Coast. Okay. Who is running it, Lisa? Do you know? What is it, Crystal? What did you bring with you? M1. Oh, okay. Thanks, Cindy. Yes, we did. It really made me realize that I am not built for stressful things anymore. Crystal said, "Oh, good, Crystal, you do have the right thing." Well, it's nice to see you, Rebecca. It was very nice. Hey, Caitlin. Um, it was hot and humid, but it was very nice. And they were happy, and really, that's all that matters. I'm not saying that anyone else should have been unhappy, but they were happy. Hey, Sally. I'll tell you, all these colors is really making a mess here, but it's okay. What are you all working on? I mean, it's fall in the US now. It's fall in the whole upper hemisphere, but I mean, you know. So, are you all like starting to think about your winter knitting or your Christmas knitting? Elizabeth says she's going to start her Christmas knitting soon, or maybe she already did, which I think is like so adult. I don't do any Christmas knitting. So, nice. Sally finished slippers. Hi, Beth. Your project or your package of Millens went out yesterday, just so you know. Lisa said I started the Stephen West music along. Musical. Ellen said I'm working on a cardigan. I have to finish the 2 sleeves. I do have a sweater going too, but yes. Oh, Vertices Unite. Vertices Unite. That's it. With Emma's yarn. I don't know what Emma's yarn is. Hello, Desiree. Okay, we need 3 colors on this next row. Can Trish do it? We really don't know. It's a mystery. Tina said, working on a sweater for myself. Frog the one I was working on for my husband. Uh-oh. Did something go wrong with all these ends too? It's going to be annoying. Oh, Lisa, good job. Yarn from the stash. You guys are all so adult. I love it. Crystal said, I'm not knitting Christmas. I am knitting the Oregon Trail socks on Ravelry for a friend and one of the plain pairs of socks in Knitting for Friends. I don't know that. What is Knitting for Friends? Did I do that right? Yes. And in the mornings when it's cool, I'm trying to finish the halibut sweater. That sweater is cute. I saw somebody who was knitting it for her husband the other day, and I was like, ooh. All right, 3 colors. I don't know how it's going to go. No. Tina said, when you knit with the floats on the outside, are you actually purling? I'm knitting on the back needle, so I'm still knitting. Desiree said, Emma's yarn is dyed by Emma in Florida and sold at her mother's shop for pearls. Nice. That's awesome. I can do this, you guys. But do I actually need the black? Yes. Okay. I can do this. Thanks, Beth. Have you seen the video of the real side? Did I not ever do that? A tutorial on this? Maybe not. No, I don't, Ellen. I have never seen Elsbeth. I have never seen the Piero Carters. Piero? I'm probably saying it wrong. Debbie's spinning a fingering weight yarn, doing a combo spin from 2 braids. That's fun. How is everybody? Elsbeth, how are you? Are you working? Is this your busy season? Ellen said, yes, they are wonderful. I have not heard of them. Are they Italian? Purple. Okay, I finished 1 needle. Cindy said, hi, wow, 3-strand, you go, girl. It's not my favorite. Is it really, Elsbeth? No. Why? I will do that, Ellen. Oh, they're Dutch. Okay. Okay, Crystal, I thought I had done something. She said you might have done a shorts tutorial on how you are knitting this type of stuff, but I can still do one. I mean, it's a good time to update, especially because I'm doing it with 3, well, right now 3 colors. 3 color rows. Ugh. Why, Trish? They're turning out cute. So it's worth it. Oh my gosh, Elsbeth. What? And that was like way early in the year? Wait a minute. Was that purple? Yes. What do you attribute that to? Okay, I'm half done with this row. Yay. And I think it's right, which is even better. Hey, Susan. Susan, the mill ends are here and packed, and your final invoice is out, so you might want to look for it. Okay. Was there a strike in Canada too? Or you mean the US strike, which is over, isn't it? It's looking like there might be something going on coming up though, right? Caitlin said, just found out the Gotland sheep I named came in 5th place at the National Gotland Sheep. That's exciting. How did you come to name it? I bet, Elsbeth. And how are you doing that? How are you keeping the creative juices flowing? Because you're like a continuity consultant, right? Is that right? I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Oh, excuse someone lounging over here. Are you so comfy? Do you want me to move the pillow? The U.S. strike has changed budgeting, which has rippled down into the Canadian production market. Okay. I mean, it does make sense. The budgeting part, I don't really understand. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how those types of. Okay, so script supervisor responsible for continuity and the editor's rep on set. I don't know what editor's rep means. I have no idea what that means, but I know what continuity is. An $8 per hour cut mandatory for projects. Wow. Okay. The editor's eyes. Interesting, Elsbeth. Oh no. I feel bad thinking that you've watched my videos with an eye towards editing. I'm so sorry. Although some of the things that I do are intentional. I don't usually tell people that, but it is true. I'm so tangled up over here. Keeping spinning. Good. That's good. Elsbeth, you lie. You lie, 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 lie. Okay. Black. Okay. I can do this, you guys. I got the whole row done. I have one more 3-color row. It is beautiful here, Beth. She said it looks like nice weather over there. It's wet and chilly here. Feels like 42. What? Yuck. Orange. Mine, you mean, Elsbeth? Oh, my word. Okay. It's literally like one stitch at a time over here. Orange, right? Yep. Cindy said, "Oh, what did you get, Cindy? Did you get a sparrow? I love my sparrow. I wouldn't mind that real big one. I don't remember what it's called. Magpie? Ugh. Oh, my brain. Is this right? Yes. Oh, okay. But I got a sparrow, right? And you got a star. Is a starling bigger? Do I have a starling? Whatever. I love my Daedalus wheel, whatever the heck it is. What are you spinning? Please tell me. I mean, Elsbeth, you said you're spinning. Cindy's spinning. Cindy McBride just finished something. Some Corydale. Lisa said I got a starling for Christmas last year and I absolutely love it. I think it's a starling that I have, right? What do I have? Comparable to the EEW6. Comparable in like size of the bobbin? Or in what way? Tina said setting knitting aside, washing bedding, and tracing a mural in Son's wall to be painted in the next few weeks. That's fun. Okay. I've got to keep those separate or they just won't make it. Oh, size wise. Okay. Uh oh. Chipmunk. They always take off when there's a chipmunk making noise in the woods. Okay, halibut will be the winter knit. That's a good choice for a winter knit. Crystal's trying to finish hers. Okay, starling. I don't know which one I have. I honestly can't remember. I bought it used, as always. You know me. I love it anyway. It's great. Except it turns itself on. I don't get that. I've had it plugged in and waiting for me to get back to it for a little while, and twice I've come into the room and I'm like, what's that whirring noise? And it is my wheel on. And the controller's on the table, so it's not like the dogs could have accidentally turned it on or anything. Sally said, pulled out all my white roving, have to card it together to make different shades of white and different breeds. That sounds really interesting, Sally. And is it for a particular project? No. Oh, I messed up. I gotta go back a little. Seriously. But Cindy, I had luckily had finished the singles, so it's just spinning with no tension on it. I messed up. Right there. Oh, nice, Sally. Orange. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Oops. Okay, it's fixed. It's right. Beth said I should be starting to spin my bossy bat in the next couple. I've been Beth, are you talking about the beach one or the ocean edge of the ocean one? Because I just ran across that picture again the other day, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait. Oh my gosh, that sounds fun too, though. A felted art wall piece. Crystal said, Elsbeth, very fun knit. I even altered one fish to try to look like a skeleton. That sounds fun. Uh-oh, what could be a nightmare? What did I miss? Cool, Beth. Either way, I'm sure it'll be awesome. Daffodil sweater and sent to my sister. She looks great in it. That's so nice. I love that you did that for your sister. Photos when you're done. You will put up photos, won't you? Oh yeah, I know, Cindy. What? Twice. And both times I was like, what is that noise? Like, I can't figure it out. And then I walk around and I realize, because that little table's kind of out of the way. Ghost spinner. I am going to tell people it's ghosts now. Yes, you guys hit like, please. If you can. Caitlin's knitting on a cardigan. Oh my gosh, this yarn wrangling. Okay, Crystal said definitely. I also altered mine because I'm not into the Swancho thing. Just means I split for sleeves right after the charts. I don't think I realized that was a Swancho. I've not knit myself a Swancho. I suspect I won't like what it looks like on me. Is that why, Crystal? You don't think the shape is gonna suit you, or you just don't like it? Crystal said yes. Okay. I didn't realize that. Oh. Oh, it's not supposed to be that way. Okay. Or it wasn't the plan. Thanks, Crystal. Okay. I think we're on the same page, friend. I feel like on me, it ends up just looking like I'm wearing a tent, which is fine. It's very cute on a lot of people. It's a cute sweater. I love it. But you guys, I don't. Maybe you won't remember. Last year, I made that. Oh my word! The Krampus sweater in November. John and I both have one now. And the same designer made one that has an owl on the front and has like branches all the way around. And I'm thinking about maybe making that next. But right now I have a cardigan going. Hello, Marion. So I have to finish my cardigan first. I get stressed out if I have too many. I don't mind a few things going at once, but I do get stressed out if I have too many. Because then I don't make progress on anything. Black, orange. Okay, that was the last 3 color row. It's funny, I've seen it some fit it fits some perfect, so your mileage may vary. Okay. That's true, Elsbeth. You're right. Is that the last row, really? Of 3 colors? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. That means I can cut the purple. Are they, Caitlin? That's fun. We did a big walk this morning. A little over 4 miles according to the mile markers. Uh, it was very nice. It started to get hot at the end, but it was a very nice walk. Quiet in the woods. Just me and the dogs. Okay, one more row. And I'm done with the color work for the leg. Happy. It was fun though. All right, so Lisa just went to a festival. Is anybody going to one of the big festivals coming up next month? This month. Oh my gosh. Because Rhinebeck and Saf are coming up. Crystal, what is the sea clamp crisis? Oh, they couldn't find it. And I am not planning on going to either one, just in case anyone's wondering. John kind of tried to talk me into SAF last weekend, and or I guess earlier this week, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so this year. I do miss going to a huge one where you can like be amongst your people. It's just so fun, but I'm just not feeling it this year. Sally said the big festivals are too big for me, so now I go to the little ones. I don't blame you, Sally. It's not all wonderful, even though a lot of it's wonderful. I have never been to SAF, so that's one of the reasons why I kind of like to go, but just not this year. Maybe. Cindy said you probably just need some extra downtime. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't feel like traveling. Oh, Susan's going to Michigan next year. Oh, that it's a fun one. It's not like the hugest. I did not go this year for a couple different reasons, but I hope to make it next year. Okay, color work's done on the leg. Lee, uh, you are so funny for asking. Okay. Crystal said I've never been to a fiber festival, and chances are I probably never will, especially since I have a recurring source of baby doll. Um, Juju, I have spun raw alpaca. I don't think you really need any tips if you're like a regular spinner, but I guess I would caution you that you may want to wash it because when I did spin raw alpaca, I literally ended up it wasn't that it didn't seem that dirty, but I ended up with like so much dirt and it was just stuck to my fingers cuz it's just like dusty. They like to roll in the dust. So, consider washing it. Not saying you have to, but you should be able to wash it. You can wash it in cold, Juju, because it doesn't have lanolin or like lukewarm. Um, you can pretty much use almost any kind of soap or whatever. I mean, like you could use shampoo if you wanted to. Probably want to do it more than once. And it does depend on where the alpaca was raised. So, just try a little small amount. You literally just put it in soapy water and don't move it around a lot. Lukewarm water is fine. Just let it soak. And then I would use a lingerie bag. Like you can get one at a dollar store. So they're easy to get. And like lukewarm. Find a mesh bag. See, Crystal's saying the same thing. Take it outside and shake. Oh, you should. It would be a good idea to shake it first. Either way, if you're not going to wash it and you want to spin it raw, definitely shake it. You're welcome. Come back and let us know how it went. Oh, the retreat. I almost forgot. So I'm struggling. And I'm just going to tell you guys the truth because I always do. I have to make a huge deposit. And I'm scared that if I can't fill it, I'm going to be on the hook for so much money. It just freaks me out. So every time I go to just go ahead and book it and make the deposit, I kind of freak out. I mean, not freak out, but I wimp out. Here. Sally said, how much deposit? I have to make a deposit of like half of the full retreat cost. Oh, sorry, wrong way. And I've told you guys this before, but I'm sure some people have never really heard it. I did hold a retreat once before. Thank you, Crystal. I love them. In Holland, when I still lived in Holland, and it was right on. It wasn't Lake Michigan. What's that little lake in Holland? Yes, it is only because it's dirty. Like it'll be dusty because they like to roll in the dust. Lake. It's in the middle of the city. The town goes around it. Lake Makatawa. And one of the things I found was that at the end, right before, people kept saying, like, canceling. And then I had to go down the wait list because that was small. It was like 18 or 20 people or something like that. So every time it's time for me to actually book this, I do have a time slot I like. This is my second choice for the location, but it is still really awesome, and I think it would be so fun and so cool. I just get scared because it's so much money, and I just get scared. That's the bottom line. Hi, Candy. Juju said, Dusty, I now have room and space to make Dusty spinning. Is it easier to spin with? I personally like it better after, but I don't think it's easier. Juju, you can spin it Dusty. Honest to goodness, it's fine. That's like a preference. There you go. Crystal said it doesn't matter. See, I feel the same way. It's just a preference. You can wash it or spin it unwashed. People do all the time. And then just wash it after. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen. The whole process has just been super long. And I even had moments where I was like, is this going wrong so often because it's not supposed to happen this year, maybe? A little part of me is afraid that my dad will take a turn. So that's really scary right now. I don't know. Crystal said I can still tell which yarn I used alpaca in by washing it because I still got dust coming out of it. I mean, they love it. It's usually that very fine stuff that you can't even see on it, and then you start maybe Crystal, you haven't had this, but you spin it and you end up with like a pad of dirt, just fine dirt. The dates that I like, Cindy, are, I believe it was it was either May 28th or May 29th through June 1st. It was Thursday through Sunday. I think that means it was the 29th. Candy said, I grew up with everything happens for a reason even if we don't know what it is yet. I mean, it's hard, Candy, not to feel that way. Like, it just never, if you guys even knew, like, I've been to multiple places. I thought I had a date nailed down, and then the person said, you will need it, Crystal. Okay, so that's, you've had the same experience as me. I even had one that I said yes to, and then she said that the trustees of the place said they couldn't do it that weekend because they didn't have staff, and that happened twice. So give the dates with prepayment, no refund, stop being scared. Well, of course I would like to stop being scared. Lisa, we can go up to 60 at this location, but it doesn't have to be 60. It's amazing. My first and second choice were like, some things are better here, and then some things are better here. It's not black snot, it's like charcoal dust almost. And then this one was just like barely above, and we could not make a date work no matter what I did. I kept trying and trying, and they could not make one work. And I was finally like, okay, we're going to go with this one. So, but like I said, I'm scared. Yes. Crystal said baby powderish dust. It's like gray or black, depending on where you live, or it could be red baby powder. And it's like a little pad of it on your fingers. It's gross. But I mean, if you wipe them off, it's fine. It spins fine that way. Sorry, I've got two things going right now. So yeah, but I mean, if I do it where you can't get a refund if you cancel, won't that turn people off and make them not want to do it? Oh, Crystal said no soap. Okay. You don't think that'll turn people off, Lee? That's because you want to go. And I would want you to go. Sally said she would prepay. It's really cool. There's like a dedicated classroom. Um, they actually have a chef there. I mean, I think it's still going to be group meals, so that still is what it is. But like still, right now, Sally and Lee are the only ones excited. So I can't fill it with two. Oh, Sally, thank you so much, but I could never do that because then what if I can't pay you back? Candy said it's kind of a normal thing as far as I know. Most retreats are non-refundable, whether it's a cruise or otherwise. Knit quilt. I didn't know that. Lee said if they were going to do it, ooh, you had me at shop. It's not like gonna be gourmet, but they will. Um, my minimum, I would really like to do a minimum of 30. Beth said if we cancel, it's on us, and we knew in advance. I would think refund should only be expected if the venue cancels. Hello, Jan. So, and we have like the perfect place for a dye because there's a class we can use, a classroom we can use, a perfect place for a dye workshop. Oh, Cindy, that is so sad. I'm sorry you missed it. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, sorry, spider on my screen. So, and that is a good time of year here because it should be at least nice enough to be outside during the day. And it is a place where John can come up and do um, get some campfires going one night. Lisa put it out there and get an idea. Oh, good, Cindy. Oh, good. Okay, tell us how to pronounce your name, Juju. Rondi? That's a guess. Sally said send out a survey to see what the level of interest is. Susan said, oh, so it's not just, no, it's not just knitting. Um, in fact, I expect spinning. Dyeing will be a fun workshop. There would be a carding area where you can just take my mill ends and then you can just card what you want, weigh it at the end, and just like pay a couple dollars an ounce for it because you did the work. So just for the, oh, Julia. Well, it's nice to meet you. Welcome. You Danish knitters make me want to learn Danish. Elspeth said, so much love to my American friends. I've made. Oh, you know what, Elspeth? If it's your conscience, then we all understand. She said, in good conscience, going to the USA for the foreseeable. Future would love to be involved. Will support from afar. It's not too far from me, Candy. I know. I mean, I know there's going to be plenty of people who can't, um, or you know, don't want to. Susan, the closest one to me that is like a real airport is Grand Rapids, which is an hour. There is an airport in Muskegon, Michigan, but it's quite small. So it's kind of like maybe you could get a flight there, but it wouldn't be simple. I don't think. I don't think there's a major airline that goes into it even. They're like off brand airlines you've never heard of. So it's very small. Anyway, so that's kind of but there's plenty of room for wheels. There's Grand Rapids is the closest to me. Crystal said, I think if it happens and everyone enjoys themselves, then I'm happy they got to have the fun. That's so nice. Michigan, Caitlin. I'm in Michigan. Is there a Grand Rapids in Minnesota? And it is like 59 minutes from here. So it's probably 65 minutes to the venue. Yes, Grand Rapids is a nice one. I remember when it was just like one building, but that was long ago. Hey, Shannon. Juju said I was the first Danish member of Ravelry back in the days. The techniques you used was better than ours. The the knitting techniques, Juju? What? No. Because in Denmark they had that TV show for a while, the knitting TV show. What? Are you Tina, are you serious? Okay, so you can get to the Muskegon airport. That is only like 30ish minutes from the venue. Candy, oh man. I think that the price is going to be like 450, and it is a Thursday to a Sunday. And we can stay all day Sunday. We just have to get our stuff packed up and moved because they need to clean for the next group that's coming in. Like moved into our cars or whatever. They have a place that they'll store everything on Sunday. Juju said, yes, how to make an SSK was new. Really? That's fun, Shannon. I've been dying a lot. I felt really inspired by fall this year. It's weird because you know I love summer and I'm sad when it's over. It is not a hotel, Sally. It is, but it has, you stay there. I don't want to give you too much info because I want it to kind of be a surprise, but you stay on, it's a retreat center space where you stay. So it's like one long slumber party. It is in a gorgeous location. Um, the sleeping area is not the most perfect and luxurious, but I figured you're just going to sleep there and change clothes there. The rest of the time, you're going to be hopefully outdoors or having fun with your friends. There is a couple big spaces that we get, and then a class space. We will eat kind of like family style, sort of. I can't remember if it's a family style or if it's a buffet, actually. But they have food out all day. Candy said if I did it, I would just drive down to my kiddos and then come from there. Are they like, they're more like dorm style, Candy. What is a hunting shack room like? I don't know what that is. It sounds scary though because I've seen some hunting setups and they're gross. It's not gross. It's more dorm style. And over time, if it grew, it could be expanded to something like 120 people. Uh, yes, there are multiple beds, but it's not like a huge room full of bunk beds or anything. Like everybody, hunting shack is where you find the mystery stick in your bedroll. I find that very frightening, Crystal. Gross. That's not for me. It's in a real building with real shared, unfortunately, bathrooms. That's the one part that I hate. No problem, Juju. I'm glad you came. Shannon, there I have not booked it yet. I'm scared. We've had a whole thing about it. I'm scared about not being able to fill it and having to pay for it. Candy said around here some of the hunting shacks are like a hunting condo. I know you can see the whole, Candy. We have the same thing. It might be super like swanky and it also might be super disgusting or ramshackle. The hunting stuff. But you guys are talking me into it. I will say that. So you're making me feel a little bit better. For a while, I felt like I can't think about this while my brain is on this wedding. And now the wedding is like done and everybody has kind of mellowed out. That spider's back. So I can think about it now. Also, there will be a nice goodie bag. I was like 3/4 of the way through planning the goodie bag. Hey, Melissa. Um, but luckily hadn't bought anything when the last situation happened where the communication was so bad. So I do not understand that. I don't understand how in like a month you can't get back and answer like a couple questions. That's so crazy. Candy said I would do a test run sign up sheet to see how much interest there would be with tentative dates. Fine, how are you? Doing great. We got beautiful weather. The leg is done on the first Socktober socks. They're cute. They're a little puckered, but the blocking will take care of it. Thank you. Do you hate it, Caitlin? It's been nice here, I think. Candy said, have you... I mean, it is a little bit warmer than normal, yes. But it's cold at night. It's normal at night. Anne. I bet Anne would make it to the retreat. I mean, we can't use the pool because it's too cold, because it, like, gets too cold at night and can't get back to temp, so... Oh my gosh. No sweater weather here yet. We had a couple days, but... I mean, that might be where we go, Cindy. And so the date that I think, okay, the date that I've settled on, let's put it that way, but I haven't made a deposit yet because I've been scared. That was my plan, Cindy. Actually, that's my exact plan. Hang on. Spider. Okay. Um, oh, Crystal's on Sleeve Island in the morning. That's, I mean, yes. That's where we are. I'm like wearing a sweatshirt, freezing in the morning. And then by like 10 o'clock, I'm like, ooh, it's getting hot. Anyways, is May, I think it's May 29th through June 1st. It's a Thursday through a Sunday. Yes, Shannon, I believe it's going to be 450. And that is all your meals. You get to stay on the premises. Um, so you really don't need to pay for anything except travel. And there will be a small vendor market, I think. If we do this, there will be a small vendor market. Oh no, Candy. You've been married forever. He won't care. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you or him. Well, I wanted to keep it as affordable as I could. I mean, it's still, you know, I miss the days when you could do it for, a lot less. So, anyway, all I have to do is be brave now. Oh my gosh, that poor little spider. It just really wants to move in so badly. Melissa said, I would love to do a treatment next year. We have so many things. Well, that's so far for you, Melissa, with my daughter graduating 18th birthday. Oh, yeah. Price is so good. Super interested. I'm from, wow, group, and I want to, wow, holy cow, Jan. Halibut and thyme out over the summer because there was no way. Yeah. That would have been so hot to have in your lap, Crystal. Ugh. Oh, well, hey, Anne, if you miss it, you miss it. I understand. That's right, Shannon, you're so close. I mean, I do think there's locals who would want to go too. Hey, Hope. Like, there's just people that I knit with regularly who might do it, stay at home and then drive up. Oh, Caitlin, that's a bummer. I don't know. It is scary. It's like a scary thing. And then I think maybe there will be like two other class options you can take, but they won't cost extra. It'll be like you've got to sign up, the first 20 people can get in, that kind of thing. For real, Crystal, ugh, you don't want that in your lap during summer. Anyway, that's really what's going on here. Now that the wedding's done and they're married, um, 2026. Yes, Lisa. We're traveling the western states and visiting as many national parks as we can. Plan is to head out in June. So, Lisa, you could do this right before your trip. Uh-oh, what happened, Caitlin? I said, no, I'm going to be there. We can plan around it. We would even camp nearby. I mean, there are tons of campgrounds in the area. Okay. I think they're very happy. They're doing great. They are so cute. They look like little kids, but they're grown. They're both 27. Yes, it's wonderful. Okay, Shannon, I will, if I dare to get it done. Part of the reason too that we're at the venue that we're at is because I was at my local. No, and we didn't do it. I'll tell you after I do this real quick. Um, I was at the local yarn store, and these ladies who were at a retreat at the same place, all teachers, were like, they came in, they're all knitters, but they were at a teacher's retreat, and they were like, this place is amazing. It is so great. We're having the best time, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go look at it. So I did. It's beautiful. The one thing I will say is if you have serious mobility issues, I just need to know ahead of time because you'll have to ride around in a golf cart, which is fine. But we just need to know. Oh, and Anne asked, okay, I remember, and when that all went down, I said I'm really like freaked out about having everybody watching us for that time. The more I learned about the timeline of the wedding, the more I thought that I just didn't want to um, be stared at for that whole amount of time. So we just said we're not going to do the dance. If all the parents were dancing together, it would have been different, but it was just going to be me and John. This is the one that won Candy. And it won by a lot, almost double. It needs a block, but it's looking good. Okay, I've been here an hour. I love you guys. I'm sorry. But I'm going to go, and I will be back live hopefully more normally now. I think things are good and calm. Yeah, exactly, and I just felt like it was like, and also people are so excited to get to the dancing, and they're just waiting for. But the cookie table, I don't know if you remember, but I ended up making like just under 200 cookies, and then also a couple dozen brownies. They were gone in like 15 minutes, so that went awesome. Oh, um, what came in second was 3 and 4 tied, which was the spider socks and the ones that were more like cartoony. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, Desiree. I'm sorry. Um, and they were tied. But I didn't have a favorite. I would have been happy with any of them. Yes. We should have. Yes, and except for I don't know if I dare to put that on my plate, baking cookies for the retreat. But we need a cookie table. Spider was your third. Okay, so that was it tied for second place with the last one. So, I think I might do the spiders though after this. But anyways, I will see you guys soon. I hope to do a live bat making this week, but just for fun, not bossy bats. So, have a good rest of your weekend. I love you. Bye.